Many of you already have my book, but in case you don't know, I'm reading, sharing some poems from at this table. And I'd like to start with one called The Nourishing Bird of Longing. A huge bird of turquoise greens and blues lifts off. Is she a phoenix rising? Or is she bent on flying into the licking flames? Not for her, the shy, distant circling of the sun. Not for her, the hesitancy of fear, but the clear intent in every muscle fiber beating in her body to follow her sharp beak and lucid eye into those molten tongues that race toward her at ever greater speed until her cry fuses with the blaze. Night. The first line is taken from a poem by Edna St. Vincent Millay. Night is my sister, and how deep in love. With shadows, clouds, and stars, so deep I am. Though these flaming worlds shine by day, who stops to acclaim their uncanny ways? When the first bat flits with alarming aplomb, announcing that night my sister has come, and the blossoming moon floats into the sky, my sister sets a stage for the cricket tide, the skulking cat, Hecate's owl, a singed moth still searching for the light, a choir of prayers in full flight. Shadows overarch and merge, and though it is chilly, I will gladly tarry with my many-faced sister, night. This next one is called Heartthrown. I lost an eye. What a relief. Fungus kept creeping back into my all, but now no more. I lost a dear friend within 2 weeks. His spirit soars, though his family flounder in their grief. From behind, 2 sharp-clawed paws rip open my chest. My life force flees in bloody rivulets. By the banks I sit, an emptied shell. One eye takes in all its terrible magnificence. Swirling leaves that fall and flood beyond my will. Doors flung open to my throne, let in lynx, fox, and you, my friend. Prayer for light. Hear the rustle of fall in the oak's dull yellowing leaves. Their downward drift, see some caught in the firethorn's orange-red berry cascades. Soft-scented needles litter the ground. A half-moon watches over as the sunlight fades. Birds grow more quiet, pines more still. Dogs pick up each other's barking as the crawl of late summer traffic snakes along the crest. A fawn bounds into the apple orchard. All will have their fill. Even us, trussed by the terrible heat we bring. Bats flicker among twilit trees, ancient grasses sway. The cricket's echoing song strikes up this darkest night. This one Turn is known as a prose poem. You might hear a little difference, you might not. Turn. Elegant terns with orange beaks and forked tails pool and rise in the shallows of the bay, emitting cries millions of years old, echoed by long-beaked marble godwits, black-bellied plover, western gulls, with brown-feathered juveniles as large as themselves. We step across the road into Owl Canyon, follow a short trail, ducking under willow and eucalyptus, crawling below lichen-layered trunks to listen to a trickling creek, pick a few blackberries stretching past cow parsley and hemlock into the ancient mists. We laugh at our foolish notions of time, the master we're forever fleeing from in fear and disbelief, when she always, in her generosity, gives enough, depending on how we turn. The final poem I'm going to share right now is called A Sight Divine. A sea of sunny faces greets me. They gently wave. Familiar faces rise once again for the pleasure of murmuring winged creatures. Each petal a ray like you or me, each golden pollen center a heart like yours or mine, arrayed in unpretentious glory, unafraid, open to breeze, rain, the mower's blade. They'll spring again to heap their blessings on another timeless day. Thank you so much about the book first, David. Firstly, you support small independent publishers. In this case, John Peterson of Poetic Matrix Press has done a fabulous job in creating this book with large, easy to read, beautiful fonts and a great layout. And secondly, I hope you'd order it through your local independent bookstore. And thirdly, these poems have nourished me for years, and my hope is that some of them at least might nourish you. And thanks so much. Here's David to take us out. Thank you, David.
Thank you, everybody.